This is probably the best bass Ibanez has ever made. Today the legendary Japanese brand announces their brand new mode series and we got two basses here. I can't wait. Let's check them out. When Ibanez contacted me a few weeks ago and told me they're about to release a completely new series, my mind went immediately to something wild. Headless, multi-scale, these are the things they experimented with in the last years, but obviously it's the complete opposite. Instead of going hyper-modern, they went traditional. But first, hi, welcome to Bass the World. My name is Gregor Fries and on bass we have Mr. René Flexenhardt today, who joined me in freaking out over how good this is. After we recorded that intro, we were both immediately hooked. This is obviously inspired by the Fender Jazz Bass, but sound-wise, it's so much more. But not more in the meaning of you push a button and then you get this ultra-modern metal sound or whatever. No, again, they went traditional. There are sounds in here no jazz bass can produce in a million years. Super earthy dance, just awesome inspiring tones. Of course, also nice open slap sounds, no worries. This right here is the MDM 1300 in natural stained amber burst. This one, the MDM 1605, is a slightly more expensive and fancier version with a poplar pearl top. These will also be available as 6-string models, same as the more affordable line, the MDN 1000, which we'll make a separate video about in the next months. I haven't seen these in person yet, but I'm very curious to try them, because these two here are like day and night. The only difference besides the 4- and 5-string configuration is the body wood. This is an ash body, while this is an alder body with the poplar top. But it's crazy how different they sound. While this is a stunning vintage type of thing, this is a much brighter and with that much more modern sounding type of these basses. This was of course an extreme example with some extra highs dialed in, but you get the gist. And now let's dive into the specs. Both basses come with a roasted maple neck and a satin finish. The 1300 models have a roasted maple fretboard, the 1600 models use rosewood. 24 frets by the way, a bit of an unusual decision for such a bass. On the other hand, it's Ibanez, their players probably demand 24 frets on everything. The body has an asymmetrical shape with a deep cutaway to make sure you can actually reach all these frets. I find it also interesting that they developed their own noiseless pickups for these. Most releases in the last years in this price range came with Nordstrands. The German Ibanez team told me about the extreme lengths they went through in R&D for these basses. That's a good thing, obviously, and not just in theory, the proof is in my hands. These pickups are called Delta SJ and I'm curious to see if they might end up in some other models in future as well. The EQ is their own Sonitech S preamp, which we've seen before. It's a 3-band EQ with 3-way mid-frequency selector and, same as in their latest Soundgear models, the Hexa mid option on the back. This allows you to shift these 3 mid-frequencies to other areas. Means in total we have 6 mid-center frequencies to choose from. A bit over the top maybe, but on the other hand, who doesn't like options? But what I love the most is the control layout. We got master volume, pickup plant and a passive tone and then the active preamp, which of course can also be deactivated. Ibanez is using their new Aerolite tuners and their MR5S bridge. I mean, Ibanez hardware is always great, so great. And there's one more thing for the 1300 models and all the others above. These basses come with a finger ramp, not installed but as an accessory in the gig bag. Awesome. If you like to play fast fingerstyle or picking techniques, this makes everything a lot more comfortable and efficient. So last question, how's the B string? There's one unexpected fact about these basses. The ones with the tops are significantly lighter, which even leads to this 5 string being lighter than this 4 string. So here's my only complaint. This bass is a bit too heavy. 4.5 kilos is too much for a 4 string. Maybe I've just received a particularly heavy example and the average is a bit below that. We will see. But even if not, yes, I find this a bit annoying, but I still want this bass badly. This is not just the, at least for me, best Ibanez bass on the market. This is also instantly one of the most interesting jazz basses on the market. It has all the usual tones covered, but damn has it ways to go beyond. This thing is funky as hell. Someone get one of these to Jodart immediately. I bet my firstborn, he will love this. There are some dense P-bassish, jazz bassish, somewhat in that area, tones in here that are simply incredible. It goes without saying that I highly recommend to check these new models out and that I want one. Hey Ibanez, you know where my house lives. So try one out if you want. There are some links, some sources in the video description below where you can get these. Otherwise, thanks for watching and bye.
BassTheWorld.com